Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I can't believe I'm finally going to be doing a video and uploading this hopefully soon. I've been lagging for a very long time because I felt like I needed certain things or I needed to look a certain way to upload a video. But I've gotten over that. So for my first video, I'm going to talk about myself a little bit for those of you who don't know me. And of course, I'm going to share my DUI experience. So if you want to hear about that, then keep on watching. So a little bit about myself. I'm 19. I live here in Corona, California. I'll be turning 20 next year in May. I got my DUI at the age of 18. I'm a mother of two. I have a daughter named Audrey and she's 2 years old. And I'm pregnant right now, 8 months pregnant. And her name's going to be Adeline. So excited to meet her. Her due date is December 6th. And I'm not married, but I've been in the same relationship for almost 6 years. And yes, he's a baby daddy of both babies. And that's all I could think about to share about myself. But let's get into what you guys really want to hear about, which is my DUI. So basically, it was a Friday night. I already had plans to hang out with my friends. And we were going to stay at his mom's house because she had asked him to watch her kids that night because she was going out as well. So I thought it would be okay to drive to where I was going to be hanging out at with my friends because the distance was pretty close. And so yeah, I got to my friend's house probably around 8. Well, not her house, but we were just kicking it. And they had Modelo's, so we started drinking Modelo's. I don't really like beers, so I only drank about 2 to 3. And then I ended up buying my own 4 Locos. I bought 2 and I finished 1. I remember that. And I thought I was going to share the other one, but I ended up finishing the other one as well. So I was pretty buzzed, but I wasn't drunk. So I ended up taking a shot of vodka. I don't know what vodka it was, but you could get it at the liquor. It's like those dollar shots. I don't know if you guys know. But yeah, I drank that. And then, so yeah, I was pretty fucked up. I don't remember the end. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember getting in my car and driving, but I did. So yeah, I was driving home, I guess, or to my suegra's house. And I don't know how my boyfriend knew I was pulling up. I guess I had called him or something, but I was pulling up. And my suegra lives like at a dead end area. So all I had to do was park because I was already there. And all I had to do was park into the driveway. But I don't know why my drunk ass decided to go around the dead end. And all I had to do was park. But instead, I went into 2 mailboxes of my suegra's neighbors and destroyed them. And I was like, oh my God, so upset. I was yelling. I was crying. But my boyfriend ran to me. He pushed me on the passenger side and he took the wheel and he parked the car. And then I was just in the car crying and crying and crying. And he was the one picking up all the pieces of our car because the bumper had came off. And so yeah, I was just crying in the car. And then I started hearing like people talking. So I went to the incident to see what's going on. And I noticed the neighbors came outside. So I ran over there because it was my fault, of course. And I was telling them like, look, we'll pay for the damages. Please don't call the cops. I'm so sorry that I did this. And it was I didn't think the guy was going to call the cops. But then his wife came out. And she was even more upset. So she started acting like a bitch. So then I started acting like a bitch. So and then they ended up calling the cops. So I had to wait there, obviously. So I sat on the side of the sidewalk. And I was waiting for the cops. The cops came. And the cops came. And they had got off the car. And they had asked me, oh, what happened here? Well, not me, but the guy, what happened here? And he fucking was like, she fucking hit our mailboxes. It was 2 neighbors, but only one of them came out. And yeah, he told the cops that I hit the mailboxes. So they came to me and they were like, have you been drinking tonight? And I said, yes. And they were like, what did you drink tonight? And all I said was a couple of Modelo's. Like, I didn't tell him about what else I had drank. So he was just asking me all these questions like, do you have a license? Who were you drinking with? Where were you at? All those stuff. But I kind of didn't want to tell him anything. So I was just pretty quiet. So and then he makes me get up. And he says, oh, we're going to do, it was 2 cops that was there. And he said, we're going to do a sobriety test on you. So basically what that is they see if you're drunk. Because they knew I was driving. So anyways, they had me do 3 sobriety tests. And one of them was, he fucking put his finger in front of my face. And he told me to follow his finger with my eyes and not my head. So I remember doing it, and I remember moving my head. So that was really a fucking but then the next test was to stand on one of my feet to balance it, I guess. But I don't have fucking balance, so I thought that was stupid. But I did it anyways, and I failed that, I'm pretty sure. And then the last test was to walk in a straight line 9 steps. And I did, but I was kind of like limping a little bit. So yeah, they just had me do those tests, and then they had me sat back down on the side of the sidewalk. And good thing I didn't have my license, or they would have taken it away from me. So I still have my license, even though it is suspended right now. So yeah, so that happened, and then they just came up to me, told me to get up. They put my hands behind my back. They arrested me. They threw me in the car, and they took me to the Corona Police Department. And I was in there for about 30 minutes. Like, it wasn't even, I don't want to say it wasn't bad, but I wasn't in there too long. And what they did there, they took my fingerprints, they got my name down, they made me breathe into the breathalyzer thing, and I came out to 0.15, and they told me, okay, you're good to go, have someone pick you up. And I remember my phone being on 1%. They weren't gonna let me use a phone, so they said if they can't pick you up, then they're gonna have to be here tomorrow morning. So instead of calling my boyfriend, I texted him, because I was like, if the phone dies, I have nothing, he has nothing to hear, like, to pick me up. So I just texted him like, hey, they let me out, come get me. That's all I put. And they already had told him that I was gonna be at the Corona department. So yeah, he comes and he picks me up, and like, he was being supportive. He was like, it's okay, everything's gonna be fine, because I was still crying like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. And so yeah, he took me. We went back to his suegra's house, because we were staying that night. And I just fell asleep. I fell asleep. And yeah, that's what happened that night. So the next day, I read my ticket and everything, and I had court coming up. So yeah, I went to court, and they gave me a contract. In order for me not to go to jail, I had to do certain things. So yeah, I signed the contract, and basically what I had to do is a 3-month class, a DUI class, with 8 AA meetings, Alcoholics Anonymous classes. So yeah, I'm almost done with those. And I got a big ass fine, $2,000 plus. Like, you have to pay for the DUI class, and you have to pay for everything else that they're making me do. And I did 9 days of community service or work release. And that shit, oh my god, I hated it. I was pregnant. And also what I had to do was 1-day class of MAD. I don't know what that stands for, but I did it. So yeah, I'm almost done with that. And most of you might think I was pregnant during this, but actually I found out 2 weeks later of this incident that I was pregnant. So I have been going through a lot of shit. But yeah, I'm getting it taken care of. I know it was bad for me to drink and drive. So I'm sharing this story because I still see many of my friends drinking and driving. And all I want to say is stop. Because I was drinking and driving many times before I actually had gotten caught. So yeah, it's costing a lot of money. It ruined my record. I don't have a license for a year. And just, it's gonna be a problem for anything I want to do in the future, like any future jobs or anything. Anyways, but thank you for watching my video. And if you guys are still here, I know you guys like the cheese mess, so just subscribe to my channel, give it a like, comment anything down below, any questions I must left out that you guys want to know. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.